Hello everybody. Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the dramatic and emotionally charged storyline surrounding Drew Cain and Willow Corinthos as shocking developments unfold at ABC General Hospital. This week promises to be a roller coaster of emotions, with proposals, broken promises, and desperate schemes that could alter the course of several lives. Buckle up as we explore the intricate dynamics between these characters, unravel hidden motives, and speculate on what might happen next in this heart-wrenching saga. A desperate proposal amidst heartbreak. In a stunning turn of events, Drew Cain is set to make a bold move by proposing to Willow Corinthos, right in the midst of her hospitalization at ABC General Hospital. Willow, still reeling from the devastating loss of custody of her two beloved children, Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, finds herself at one of the lowest points in her life. The courtroom verdict that stripped her of her parental rights was a crushing blow, and her collapse immediately after the decision, whispering to Drew, "You swore I'd keep them," revealed the depth of her despair and the fracture in her trust in him. This poignant moment, fraught with raw emotion, painted a picture of a woman who feels utterly betrayed by someone she once relied on as her rock. Drew, witnessing her anguish, seems to believe that a marriage proposal could be the lifeline Willow needs, a grand gesture to restore her faith in him and offer a path to reclaiming her family. However, this decision is steeped in complexity, as it raises questions about whether Drew's intentions are genuinely altruistic or driven by a deeper, perhaps sinister, agenda. Could this proposal be a calculated move to bind Willow to him, ensuring her dependence while he orchestrates his next steps? Drew's shattered promises and Willow's broken trust. The foundation of Willow and Drew's relationship has been severely shaken following the custody battle's outcome. Before her collapse, Willow's accusatory words echoed with disappointment, a clear sign that Drew's assurances of victory in court were nothing more than empty promises. She had placed immense trust in him, believing he would stand by her side to protect her rights as a mother, only to be let down in the most devastating way possible. This betrayal cuts deep, as Willow now sees Drew not as her savior, but as someone who failed her when she needed him most. Her perception of him as a dependable hero role he played so convincingly in the past has crumbled, leaving her to question every promise he ever made. Adding to the turmoil, Willow's history of gravitating toward men who appear as her rescuers, from Harrison Chase to Michael Corinthos and now Drew, suggests a pattern of vulnerability that Drew might exploit. Yet, with her world turned upside down, she may no longer see Drew through rose-colored glasses. This shift in perspective could be the catalyst for Willow to redefine her priorities, focusing solely on the fight to regain her children rather than seeking solace in a relationship that has already faltered under pressure. Drew's schemes and Jason's resistance. Determined to salvage his connection with Willow, Drew hatches a plan that involves his brother, Jason Morgan, as a reluctant intermediary. Drew's strategy appears to center on presenting Michael Corinthos with an offer that might involve Drew stepping back from the situation to allow Willow better access to her children. On the surface, this seems like a noble sacrifice, a way for Drew to prioritize Willow's needs over his own desires. However, longtime viewers of ABC General Hospital know that Drew's actions often mask ulterior motives. Beneath this apparent selflessness may lie a cunning plot to manipulate the circumstances in his favor, securing Willow's loyalty through calculated moves. Jason, known for his no-nonsense approach and protective instincts, might see through Drew's fouade and refuse to play along. In a heated confrontation, Jason could bluntly inform Drew that he's not doing anyone any favors by meddling in such a delicate family matter, warning him to step back before more damage is done. Undeterred, Drew's obsession with control could drive him to double down, refusing to accept defeat and pushing forward with ruthless determination, even if it means trampling over relationships and trust in his path to win Willow back. A proposal that shocks and divides. When the moment of the proposal finally arrives, the air at ABC General Hospital is thick with tension. Drew, believing that marriage could be the key to restoring Willow's hope and giving her a legal edge in her custody battle, kneels before her with a ring and a promise of a future together. Yet, Willow's reaction is far from what he anticipates. Stunned by the suddenness of the gesture, she struggles to process her emotions, her mind still clouded by the grief of losing Wiley and Amelia. With a heavy heart, she confesses that everything in her life has changed irrevocably. Her children are gone, and Drew's broken promises loom large between them. In a moment of clarity, Willow firmly declines his proposal, asserting that her sole focus must be on rebuilding her bond with her children, not on entering a marriage under such strained circumstances. Her refusal is a powerful statement of independence, a sign that she is beginning to break free from the cycle of depending on others to save her. However, Drew, unaccustomed to being denied, reacts with barely concealed frustration, his demeanor shifting from hopeful to dangerously resolute. This rejection could mark the beginning of a darker chapter, as Drew vows to himself to do whatever it takes to sway Willow's decision, even if it means resorting to manipulation or coercion. Drew's unyielding pursuit and Willow's resolve. Drew's refusal to accept Willow's decision sets the stage for a battle of wills that could have far-reaching consequences. His determination to bring Willow back under his influence reveals a troubling side to his character, one that prioritizes his own desires over her emotional well-being. In the days following the failed proposal, Drew might employ a series of tactics to wear down Willow's resistance. From grand romantic gestures designed to rekindle old feelings to subtle psychological ploys that play on her vulnerabilities, he could remind her of the times he stood by her, painting himself as her only ally in a world that has turned against her, all while glossing over his recent failures. Meanwhile, Willow, though fragile, begins to show signs of newfound strength. Her resolve to prioritize her children over romantic entanglements becomes her guiding light, driving her to seek legal counsel and support from unexpected allies within Port Charles. This inner transformation hints at a Willow who is ready to redefine herself not as a damsel in distress, but as a fierce mother willing to fight tooth and nail for her family. The clash between Drew's relentless pursuit and Willow's growing independence promises to be a central conflict in the coming episodes, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. What lies ahead for Willow and Drew? As this gripping storyline unfolds, several questions linger in the minds of ABC General Hospital fans. Will Drew's proposal mark a turning point in his relationship with Willow, or will it drive an irreparable wedge between them? Has Willow truly lost all faith in Drew, or could his persistence eventually wear down her defenses? And perhaps most crucially, will Willow stand firm in her decision to reject him, focusing solely on reclaiming Wiley and Amelia, or will the weight of her loneliness push her back into Drew's arms? There are no easy answers, but one thing is certain: the emotional stakes have never been higher. Drew's actions in the coming weeks could either redeem him as a man who learns from his mistakes or cement his reputation as a manipulative force willing to sacrifice others for his own gain. For Willow, this chapter represents an opportunity for profound personal growth, a chance to break free from past patterns and forge a path of her own making. As the drama intensifies, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Drew will continue his pursuit despite Willow's refusal? Can Willow emerge stronger from this heartbreak, or will she falter under the pressure? Next, we will delve into the intriguing mystery surrounding the beloved character Scotty Baldwin and the recent social media activity of actor Ken Shriner that has set Port Charles fans abuzz with speculation. Scotty, known for his quirky charm and questionable legal tactics, has been a staple on the show for decades. But his sudden disappearance from the screen in August 2024 has left viewers yearning for answers. With fresh details and creative insights, let's explore Scotty's legacy, the enigmatic Instagram post by Shriner, and the passionate outcry from fans desperate for his return to the iconic soap opera. Scotty Baldwin, the endearing rogue of Port Charles. For generations of ABC General Hospital viewers, Scotty Baldwin is the quintessential lovable rogue whose cheap suits and ambulance-chasing antics have become as much a part of the show as the hospital itself. Played with inimitable flair by Ken Shriner, Scotty has woven himself into the fabric of Port Charles through a tapestry of unforgettable romances and harebrained schemes that often left audiences both laughing and cringing. Whether he was plotting alongside the ever-scheming Lucy Co to pull off a convoluted plan or melting hearts with his unexpectedly tender side, Scotty has always been a character of contradictions, a lawyer with a questionable moral compass but a heart that somehow wins over even the most skeptical fans. His knack for getting into trouble, only to charm his way out, has cemented his status as an icon, a man who embodies the chaotic and predictable spirit of the soap opera world. Beyond his on-screen antics, Scotty represents a nostalgic link to the show's storied past, a reminder of simpler times when his courtroom battles and romantic misadventures were must-watch TV. A mysterious disappearance sparks concern. The last time Scotty Baldwin graced our screens was in August 2024, when he inexplicably vanished from the storyline without so much as a farewell or a hint of where his character might be headed. This abrupt exit left a void in Port Charles, as fans were denied closure or even a temporary send-off for a character who has been a fixture for decades. Was Scotty off on another ill-fated venture, tangled in a legal mess of his own making, or had the writers simply sidelined him for a new crop of characters? The silence from the show's creators only fueled speculation, with theories ranging from a dramatic off-screen scandal to a quiet retirement for the aging lawyer. Viewers began flooding online forums and social media with questions, desperate for any crumb of information about Scotty's fate. His absence was felt keenly in scenes that once buzzed with his unique energy, leaving a palpable gap in the intricate web of relationships and rivalries that define General Hospital. This prolonged uncertainty only deepened the bond fans felt with Scotty, as they reminisced about his most memorable moments while holding out hope for his triumphant return. Ken Schreiner's cryptic Instagram post. Just when fans thought they might never get answers, Ken Schreiner himself stepped into the spotlight with a puzzling Instagram post that sent shockwaves through the General Hospital community. The photo depicted a dressing room door at the GH studios, bearing the name Jens Austen Astrup, the actor who portrays Kai on the show. Unfamiliar with the new name, Schreiner captioned the image with a bittersweet message: "This day comes for all actors on soaps. I say good luck to whoever this is. I had a great run. Thanks at General Hospital ABC fans for decades of support. I will wash this down with a martini and forge on." The implication was clear. Schreiner seemed to suggest that his dressing room, and perhaps his time on the show, had been handed over to someone new. This revelation struck fans like a bolt from the blue, as it appeared to confirm their worst fears, that Scotty Baldwin might truly be gone for good. Yet, the post also carried a tone of resilience, with Schreiner's mention of a martini and forging on hinting at a man not ready to hang up his acting hat just yet. Was this a goodbye, a playful misdirection, or a subtle plea for fans to rally behind him? Fan reactions: a wave of love and outrage. The response to Schreiner's post was nothing short of explosive, as General Hospital fans took to social media to express their deep affection for Scotty and their confusion over his apparent departure. One devotee encapsulated the collective sentiment with a heartfelt comment: "You will always be synonymous with GH for me. Scotty is a GH icon." Another fan waxed nostalgic, pleading, "So many of us love and miss you, Ken. You're our amazing Scotty. I'd give anything to see Scotty and Lucy back together again." The bewilderment was palpable in remarks like, "What on earth is happening? One of the most cherished characters, on for decades, and now this. What is going on?" Others directed their frustration at the show's producers, with impassioned cries of, "GH without Scotty. You've been missed. You gotta come back." Frankly, make it happen. The chorus of "We want Scotty back" echoed across platforms, summing up a unified demand for clarity and a return to the status quo. Amidst the outcry, a glimmer of optimism shone through, as one supporter confidently predicted, "I'm certain you'll be back when the timing is right. Port Charles needs Scotty." These responses painted a vivid picture of a fanbase unwilling to let go of a character who has been their companion through countless storylines. Decoding the clue, inside the GH studios. Adding a layer of intrigue to Schreiner's post is the undeniable fact that the photo was taken within the General Hospital studios. This detail raises a tantalizing question: if Schreiner is no longer part of the show, why was he there, snapping pictures of dressing rooms and engaging with the set? Could this be evidence that Scotty Baldwin has already made a quiet return, and Schreiner's melancholic caption is merely a clever ruse to throw fans off the scent? Perhaps the actor is filming secret scenes for an upcoming bombshell storyline. Maybe Scotty has been embroiled in a high-stakes legal battle in another city, only to reappear with a case that shakes Port Charles to its core. Alternatively, Schreiner might have been visiting old friends on set, reminiscing about his long tenure while subtly hinting at a desire to return. The location of the photo fuels hope that this supposed farewell is not the end, but rather a playful tease or a strategic move to drum up excitement for Scotty's inevitable comeback. Whatever the truth, the image serves as a breadcrumb, leading fans down a path of endless speculation about what lies ahead. Scotty and Lucy, a romance worth revisiting. One recurring theme in fan reactions is the longing for a reunion between Scotty and his longtime partner in crime, Lucy. Their dynamic, marked by a blend of mischief and genuine affection, has been a highlight of General Hospital for years, with their schemes often providing comic relief amidst the show's heavier dramas. Imagine a storyline where Scotty returns to Port Charles after a mysterious absence, only to find Lucy entangled in a risky business deal gone wrong. Their reunion could spark fiery banter, old wounds reopened, and eventually, a renewed alliance as they navigate danger together, perhaps even rekindling the romance that fans so dearly miss. Such a plot would not only honor their shared history but also reintroduce Scotty as a vital force in the town, proving that his brand of chaos is still essential to the show's DNA. The prospect of seeing these two schemers back in action, armed with witty one-liners and ill-advised plans, is a dream for many viewers who see Scotty and Lucy as the heart of classic General Hospital storytelling. What's next for Scotty Baldwin? As we ponder the future of Scotty Baldwin, several questions linger in the air. Is Ken Schreiner truly stepping away from General Hospital, or is his Instagram post a masterful misdirection hiding a surprise return? Will the passionate outcry from fans pressure the show's producers to bring Scotty back sooner rather than later, perhaps with a storyline that showcases his enduring charm and legal antics? And if he does return, could we see Scotty evolve, perhaps taking on a mentorship role for a younger character or facing a personal crisis that reveals a softer, more vulnerable side? The possibilities are endless, but one thing remains clear: Scotty Baldwin is not just a character, he's a piece of General Hospital history that fans are unwilling to let fade into the background. We invite you to join the conversation in the comments below. Do you think Schreiner's post signals the end, or is it a clever hint at something bigger? What kind of storyline would you craft for Scotty's return? Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital spoilers for the latest updates on this unfolding drama, and let's keep the hope alive for more of Scotty's unforgettable escapades in Port Charles. Next, we will uncover a chilling plot brewing in Port Charles as dark rumors swirl around Jen Sidwell's sinister plans for Natalia Ramirez and Sonny Corinthos. The latest spoilers suggest a deadly scheme that could not only end Natalia's life but also frame the infamous mob boss for a crime he didn't commit. With tensions soaring and rivalries intensifying, this twisted saga promises shocking twists and high-stakes drama. Join us as we delve into the intricate web of deception, power struggles, and betrayal that threatens to upend lives in the heart of General Hospital's storyline. A dangerous plan unfolds in Port Charles. Whispers of a horrifying plot have emerged from the shadows of Port Charles, with ABC General Hospital spoilers pointing to Jen Sidwell as the mastermind behind a potential murder that could shake the town to its core. The target, Natalia Ramirez, a woman caught in a dangerous game of alliances and enmities. Sidwell, a figure known for his ruthless ambition, might be plotting to eliminate Natalia in a cold-blooded move designed to serve a dual purpose, exacting personal revenge while striking a devastating blow to his rival, Sonny Corinthos. By orchestrating Natalia's demise and pinning the blame on Sonny, Sidwell could dismantle the mob boss's empire in one fell swoop, clearing his path to dominate Port Charles unchallenged. This audacious strategy, if true, paints Sidwell as a calculating villain willing to spill blood to achieve his ends, setting the stage for a dark chapter in the ongoing power struggle. As the whispers grow louder, fans are left to wonder just how far Sidwell will go to cement his control, and whether anyone can intervene before tragedy strikes. Sonny's protective gesture turns risky. In a bid to shield Natalia Ramirez from mounting legal threats, Sonny Corinthos recently urged her to escape to Belize, leveraging his properties and connections there to offer her a chance at a new beginning. This sanctuary, far from the prying eyes of Port Charles authorities, seemed like the perfect solution to keep Natalia out of prison while also safeguarding Sonny's own interests. He knew that Natalia held secrets, potentially damning evidence that could unravel his carefully constructed world if she were to fall into the wrong hands, such as those of the relentless ADA Justine Turner, who has made it her mission to bring Sonny down. For Sonny, this was a calculated act of mercy, a way to avoid the drastic step of silencing Natalia permanently while still neutralizing the risk she posed. However, this plan, though well-intentioned on Sonny's part, may have unwittingly placed Natalia in even greater peril. Unbeknownst to him, his efforts to protect her could be twisted into a narrative of betrayal and violence if Sidwell's rumored scheme comes to fruition. turning Sunny's gesture of goodwill into a noose tightening around his own neck. Sidwell's ruthless ambition takes center stage. Jen Sidwell's animosity towards Sunny Corinthos has reached a boiling point, as evidenced by a tense confrontation featured in General Hospital's preview video for the week of June 16th to 20th. In this explosive encounter, Sidwell boldly declares his intent to obliterate Sunny's influence over Port Charles, signaling that he will stop at nothing to claim supremacy. Speculation abounds that Sidwell may be the hidden force behind the repeated attempts on Sunny's life, a campaign of terror that has so far failed to eliminate the mob boss. Frustrated by these botched efforts, Sidwell could be shifting gears to a more insidious approach, framing Sunny for a heinous crime to ensure his downfall through legal means rather than violence. Killing Natalia and pinning the murder on Sunny would not only remove a perceived loose end but also exploit the justice system to trap Sunny behind bars, effectively sidelining him without Sidwell getting blood directly on his hands. This cunning pivot in strategy showcases Sidwell's adaptability, revealing a foe who thrives on manipulating circumstances to his advantage, even if it means sacrificing lives in the process. A personal vendetta fuels Sidwell's cruelty. The potential murder of Natalia Ramirez isn't just business for Sidwell, it's deeply personal, rooted in a bitter history that adds a layer of vengeance to his actions. The dissolution of Sidwell and Natalia's marriage was anything but amicable, leaving behind a legacy of resentment that festers to this day. And like Sidwell, who showed acceptance and built a strong bond with their son Marco Rios after he came out as gay, Natalia struggled to embrace Marco's truth, creating a rift that Sidwell has neither forgiven nor forgotten. This rejection of their child by Natalia may serve as the emotional trigger for Sidwell's alleged plan, a way to make her pay for the pain she inflicted on their family while simultaneously advancing his agenda against Sunny. By orchestrating her death, Sidwell could exact a grim form of justice in his mind, punishing Natalia for her past failings as a mother while using her demise as a weapon to dismantle Sunny's power base. This personal vendetta, intertwined with cold ambition, paints Sidwell as a complex antagonist driven by both hatred and strategy, making him a formidable threat to anyone who crosses his path. Framing Sunny, a perfectly crafted trap. If Sidwell indeed moves forward with this lethal plot, the framing of Sunny Corinthos for Natalia's murder would be a masterstroke of deception, designed to exploit the mob boss's already tarnished reputation. Port Charles law enforcement, led by the tenacious ADA Justine Turner, has long been itching for an ironclad case against Sunny, and a murder charge, especially one tied to a woman he was known to be helping, could be the silver bullet they've been waiting for. Sidwell might plant damning evidence at the scene, perhaps forged communications suggesting Sunny ordered a hit, or even eyewitness accounts paid to point fingers at him. The town's inherent suspicion of Sunny's criminal activities would make such a frame-up all too believable, turning public opinion against him overnight. For Sunny, who has dodged countless legal traps over the years, this could be the one accusation he can't escape, especially if Sidwell's plan is executed with surgical precision. The prospect of Sunny facing a courtroom battle for his freedom, while grieving the loss of an ally he tried to save, adds a heartbreaking dimension to this unfolding drama, leaving viewers on edge about whether justice or deception will prevail. The rivalry intensifies with dirty tactics. As Sidwell recalibrates his approach to dominating Port Charles, his rivalry with Sunny promises to descend into a brutal chess game of dirty moves and underhanded tactics. The potential murder of Natalia is just the beginning, a warning shot that signals Sidwell's willingness to play without rules or remorse in his quest for power. Beyond this, Sidwell might target other figures close to Sunny, perhaps undermining his family or allies through blackmail, betrayal, or even more violence to erode his support system piece by piece. Meanwhile, Sunny, no stranger to the darker side of conflict, could retaliate with his own brand of street justice, escalating the feud into an all-out war that engulfs Port Charles in chaos. The latest spoilers hint at significant updates to Sidwell's strategies, suggesting that prison bars may soon loom on Sunny's horizon if this frame-up succeeds. Every move in this deadly dance between the two men will ripple through the community, affecting innocent bystanders and long-standing relationships, as the battle for control turns increasingly vicious with each passing episode. What's next for Sunny, Natalia, and Sidwell? The road ahead in this gripping General Hospital storyline is paved with uncertainty and danger, leaving fans buzzing with questions about the fates of Sunny, Natalia, and Sidwell. Will Sidwell's alleged plan to kill Natalia and frame Sunny come to pass, or can someone uncover his scheme before it's too late? Could Natalia, sensing the threat, take desperate measures of her own to escape both Sunny's plan and Sidwell's wrath, perhaps seeking refuge with an unexpected ally in Port Charles? And if Sunny finds himself behind bars, how will he fight to clear his name while facing enemies on all sides? The clash between Sunny and Sidwell is poised to deliver some of the most jaw-dropping moments of the season, with dirty tricks and shocking revelations waiting in the wings. We invite you to share your predictions in the comments below. Do you think Sidwell will succeed in framing Sunny, or will the mob boss turn the tables on his rival? Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital spoilers for all the latest updates on this explosive feud, and join us as we witness the unfolding drama that could change Port Charles forever.